This is the reality that we face today. When so few people can actually think about what you're going through and say, yeah, I can see that, or even, no, that's never been him. They don't understand what it took for you to hold tight to yourself during those days that you were being wrecked, hacked, hijacked. Days when you couldn't see anything for what it truly was. You were forced to humble yourself and acclimate to the situations that were thrown at you. After a while, they choose not to even find you where you are. They can look at you and think, after years of fight mode, when you're about that fight or flight, you're constant fight mode. And you've had to grow or crumble under the weight of what's been done to you. So it takes a lot of courage to try and grow. And you did. You grind like none other. And you're a beast. Instead of offering support, though, they inject their own suggestions and try to say things that aren't happening to minimize you, when in reality, they can see it all clearly. Rather than helping you, they deny you because it's just easier for them. It has to stay easy for them to deflect, to create a version of you that isn't real, so that they could point the fingers at you for all the things that they've been doing to you and force that blame upon you. They need you to be diminished because the real you, the bright and integral part of you, the you that you've always been striving to become, yeah, you've never had a chance to live that person. They poison you up. They paint you like you're the person that's created in the real version of you, and that version of you is just diminished. They can't see it. So hell no. You don't have to take this. You were being made into that person. You weren't that person though. And they could never meet you for where you truly were at. They couldn't stand the real you on any level. So they had to create this version of you to dim what's truly inside of you. That light that never had a chance to shine. Instead, they bound you, surveilled you, and continuously degraded you. This broke you down so badly that it psychologically has taken effect in your life, causing brain damage. A supportive friend would never let you down like that. When they aim to take your life, even, you're in a strange plight, my friend. Forced to fight. At times, you couldn't even find the reasons of through it all in the first place, to find yourself through it all. The things that you've had to endure, they weren't you. Not even a little tiny bit you. So you don't get to treat me like that and then talk to me as if I'm some kind of invalid. What you see now is the sum of all you've shown, but it's still not the real you at all. And it isn't right. It isn't the truth of who you are. None of it. And now they claim you need help. You're the one that needs to go and get help and seek help. Though, in truth, that would only be possible after dealing with the crime that has been committed against you. Because without that crime being sought after, and you're just pushed into the trauma and then left to deal with the trauma and go to take care of the trauma, well, these people are going to minimize you to the point where you're just nothing again. And you know that. People aren't even trying to feel you out for where you are at, so they're trying to steal you away from yourself. Never allowing you for the time to fully come into who you are, and instead they throw mud all over your shine. They couldn't handle anything bright about you, or anything that's right about you, so you've had to tone it down, and you did, because you loved them, while they couldn't love you right or even pretend. This is what envy and jealousy do. You had to be so quiet around them, tiptoeing, just to be in the room, that at times it felt like you were walking on eggshells. They can't see you for where you are at or come to meet you where God designed you to be. No, they need you dimmed. They need to dim your light really bad, and they'll stop at nothing to make it happen because they got time hanging over their heads. They want you to think that that darkness is all created out, and all that darkness that's been created is all the sum of who you are. That's all you are. That little zero you. Even though they never let you be yourself. It's just easier for them to deflect and minimize you and the truth of who you are, compassionate, caring, and still able to understand them for where they're at, even in their darkest times, despite everything. Because you aren't anything like them. They chose to enjoy their darkness over light, deciding they wouldn't shine the way that you would let them shine, or deciding that you wouldn't shine and wouldn't let you shine either. For years and years, you were never allowed to become yourself in that way. You didn't even so much as get the green light to go, to see who you are, to see who you would have become, and to figure that out. So they threw up shade to make others see a version of you that isn't real. So you're dangerous in the spirit of who you are. Even just that little 3% climb where you're coming out from that blight, they can't even stand the idea of you reaching 4 or 5%. Because maybe you do go to 100. And yet you have plans to go to 100 the whole time. And no, you never got to experience the love that you had for those around you. They couldn't handle you coming back into your own voice. They couldn't handle you trying to make your own choices. The one that tried to take your life from you, or to take you out from you, or to try to dim out your light. So don't let them fool you don't let them fool people about who you are. No matter who you are, wherever you are, you know you're special and you know you're different. I hope you get to become the full version of yourself and go from 0 to 100, and that you do it in remarkable time. When they throw up shade, let's pray Jesus stop them from holding you back at all, letting you go all the way to 100 in real time, and you get to feel who you truly are meant to be. And if you ever get there, which I pray you do, may you continue to disappoint those evil spirits around you that seem to want to dim up every last little part of you. May you live fully, completely, and in the truth of who you are, not in the falsehoods of what others want to paint up on you. They are the liars and the cheats, and they are the ones that only stole what they have from you. Your energies, the abilities, and the like. They gained from watching you, stalking you, and taking that energy that you fought so hard to get. You fought through some real challenges. So let's grow in that love, y'all, and water it with the Lord daily until you are whole again. I love y'all. And with those, and even those with the anger and rage and hatred, I love you too. I love you too. And I pray for you too. Because I don't think that those things that you even play you are, that you are. And I think that you'll soon see it. I really do. And as far as everybody else goes, I hope you find those people too exactly for who they are and for where that they've been at in your life. Until next one, thanks for being here. See you guys.